local weather with the KX Storm Team.
Hey, Tom! How's the weather?
I think that is so great. That's from the Trinity Nursing Home in Minot. And you know what? They're doing their social distancing. I'm not sure in the background if those are grandkids or not, but that was so cool. Nice job. And the weather, you couldn't have picked a better day. Now, it is dry in the southwest, so we're looking at the fire weather warning, red flag warning until 8 o'clock Mountain Time. That also goes into the eastern Montana and down into northern South Dakota. But the temperatures today warmed up very nicely. It's still 77 degrees in Bismarck. West winds at 15 and the dew point's at 29. In Minot, 70 degrees. Took a little while. Northeast wind at 5 and the dew point a little higher at 34. In Williston, 75 degrees. Northwest wind at 17. And in Dickinson, 73. Isn't that nice? 20-mile-an-hour wind in Dickinson. And so here we are at 5 o'clock, and I'm just looking to see if anything's changed. Still a little cool. The boundary's about right here, and on that side of the boundary, it hasn't quite warmed up yet, but it does look like that boundary might be moving a little bit. It's basically a stationary front, but it might drift east. So you still have a chance to warm up a little bit in Bottineau and Rugby, but you can see all those temperatures in the 70s. The wind is 10 to 20 miles an hour, and that's just kind of a normal day in North Dakota. It's mainly out of the west. There are a few wind gusts out there, not real big wind gusts. Well, Dickinson's 37 miles an hour. But overall, not real huge winds gusts. And if you look at the wind streams here, you can kind of see where this boundary is set up, kind of right over the top of Minot. Minot just got to 70 degrees just a little bit ago. It's been struggling to do that, but it warmed up very quickly here after what was a warm front just kind of pulled up and stopped for a little bit. And so that's just kind of where the boundary is at. And then by midnight or so, it looks like fairly light wind, and we should have a fairly clear sky. Fairly clear, at least until midnight, but the clouds could start rolling in while you're sleeping, so by the time you get up tomorrow morning, might be partly cloudy. The wind is going to be changing direction a little bit. It's not going to be very strong, at least early in the morning. Now, we'll pick up some during the day, so I think we'd call tomorrow a breezy day. You can see a little bit of yellow in here, so some winds over 20 miles an hour, some of them less than that. But by noon, I don't think we're talking about any rain, but later in the afternoon, just a small little disturbance up in the north central might trigger a couple of rain showers. You can see these wind streams still out of the northwest. And then once we get into Thursday morning at 7 o'clock, I think on Thursday we're going to have noticeably higher odds for rain on Thursday over Wednesday. Even Thursday morning, there could be a little bit of rain in the northwest, and see how that just kind of works its way across. It's not like the entire map is green, but I'd say the odds are pretty good. We're going to get some rain on Thursday afternoon, and then it just kind of works its way out by Thursday night. So over the next 72 hours, we have temperatures kind of bouncing around a little bit. Tomorrow won't be quite as warm, cool off a little bit more Thursday in the rain, and rebound a little bit on Friday. Kind of the same story in Williston. And as we check out the temperatures tonight, much warmer than it was last night in many areas, 30s and lots of 40s, so that's nice. Tomorrow, maybe not as warm as today, but still mid to upper 60s. Here's a look at the next 7 days, and even when it cools off a little bit, it looks like once we get into next week, it starts warming up again. And Lauren and Nicholas, want to show you from the Climate Prediction Center, this goes out through May 5th. Looks like pretty strong odds that we could be warmer than normal.
Oh, thank you.
Good
and Tom
news.
said it best earlier, but it was a wow day.
Sure was.
Loved it. Next in our 5 at